In this video, I want to quickly address the importance of the use of social media handles. A lot of people think social media is only for entertainment. Social media is very, very important. It's a tool of which when you come online to record a video, that video will remain everlasting because as time goes on, if it's a good video, people can use it to promote you, and if it is a very nasty video, people can equally use it against you. That is why it's very important for us to be very, very cautious of the kind of video we post online, especially to Nigerian content creators. There are a lot of nasty videos that comes online, and at the end of the day, it does not give any moral lesson. It does not teach anything, but rather it span a kind of violence and very, very uncultured statement. You see people coming online to insult each other and stuff like that. You see people in the name of content creation rubbing themselves in mud and stuff like that. People that are supposed to be parents. I want us to learn as Nigerians. Content creation does not mean that you come online to start putting up video that is of no educational benefit to the viewers. It's very, very important for us to be constructive when we come on online to post any video. We should be able to post videos that can educate people, that is of moral value, which is very, very important. Because the reason why you are being paid, it has a kind of expected performance that you need to put up. That's why you are being paid. You don't allow that money to get into your head and start putting up unnecessary posts. At the end of the day, you will find out that the content you are creating or the social media will enslave your mind. At the end of the day, you will not be able to put out useful material that can change your society. Rather, you start putting up engaging in things that are unnecessary, that cannot be of benefit to humankind. I will play you a video and I want you to listen to that video cautiously and properly for you to be able to know the reason why people are being rewarded on social media. So you have to be very, very constructive in whatsoever you do, so that at the end of the day, you don't allow the social media to put you into mental slavery. Mental slavery is not being able to be productive and not being able to serve humanity in a positive way. So it is very, very important. I want you to watch this video.
Algorithmic colonization, right? Making stupid people popular as a way of neocolonialism,
right,
through algorithmic manipulation.
Right.
And so we see it using the apps you just mentioned, how erratic behaviors applauded, the algorithms
pushes the same
certain
yes.
erratic, nonsensical behaviors. You see someone wakes up in the morning, goes to the market and starts screaming and shouting, acting like a mad person. Woo, the algorithm feeds that.
Always recording it.
Right. When they put it on social media, the algorithm pushes that. You see someone drinking bleach and eating, the algorithm pushes that. You see someone wakes up in the morning, they tell you their morning routine, they have their morning poop, they video it, and then they say it's a TikTok content. The algorithm pushes that. And then people make money from that. They make money because the algorithm rewards that. And you have a large chunk of youth population that see things like that, and then they think it's rewarding. So what happens is that actual critical thinking initiatives are seen as not rewarding, because why should I invest my time on science, on technology, and in critical thought when I could just do some trivial erratic behavior and then the algorithm rewards me? And if you look at your social media, for instance, those that put out educative, intellectual contents
Suppressed.
are suppressed.
Right.
So it's part of neocolonialism, because for a country like ours and for the global south in general to be economically emancipated, then you need the youth population, you need the youth demography to have critical thought. But for you to ensure that as a colonizer, that the mass of the youth demography remains the way they are, then you have to feed them trivialities that has no connection whatsoever to their reality, and then you reward them based on that.
Yeah.
And so the majority of them, they're like reed that is just tossed to and fro by whatever direction the algorithm pushes them.
I needed us to listen very fully and listen very clearly, because you see, the conversation has shifted from Pella versus YC, or Pella Jarvis versus YC, or Pella fans versus YC fans, or Pella fans versus the rest of us, or educated versus the uneducated, exposed versus the exposed, visible versus, and that is how we do things in this country. We water down strong conversation that is supposed to be important and essential for the growth and the future of this country by creating a us versus them ideology and leaving us to losing the vital ingredient. If you listen to that again, and I want you to listen again after my talk, it is important that we realize that it is not us versus them. Like Solomon Bucci said in his video, and I agree, Pella is a symptom of the problem. No, and that's why I did not center my conversation around Pella. But I recognize that we have an unload door pricing. There's a culture of platforming people without values and principles. My conversation again, you have seen videos, you have seen analysis. I'm not here confirming, talking about educated and non-educated. Again, education is not about going to school. Education is light. The proper definition of education is light. If you're able to have light, if you are exposed to any form of light, whether it's through school, through your religion, through your faith, through exposure, through social interaction, through your parent, light. You can homeschool. You can be lightened up by your family, and that's it. So we are not yet discussing whether you went to school, so that's not the conversation. But however, anybody that doesn't receive enough light and become popular, famous, influential, it's a risk. So that light is important. What light has this person? Before you follow anybody and begin to platform, endorse, support anybody, ask yourself, if this person receives this level of influence, if this person arrives at his zenith, what will he use this opportunity, this influence for? What will the person use it for? And so that's where we must be careful with what we are endorsing. A lot of the times, Nigerians miss the point by when we begin to now look for the trivial part. Somebody is talking about what was YC singing about. Who is YC? Did he blow? Oh, he wants to. Excuse me. We are fighting for the soul of this country. I followed very clearly the conversations around TikTok, China, TikTok America during the last U.S. administration, and I've referenced that here several times. The U.S. and Congress, the U.S. administration and Congress conversation was that they were scared that TikTok, as it were being used by a younger generation of the American people. And in the future, these people will be holding sensitive positions. CIA, FBI, the Congress, in charge of the U.S. Navy, U.S. Army, and everywhere, even the U.S. president. They are not comfortable enough that the future of the U.S. is somewhere where China, a competition, is parenting the company. That a lot of things are happening behind. A lot of the devices, a lot of the things that they are doing are being stored as data. In the future, they can be used as blackmail against them that can compromise the U.S. nation. That is a country thinking ahead. A country thinking for the... See, we are battling for the soul of this country. We are in a very bad space. We're in a bad state, I must say. If the U.S., with the level that they are in, can still worry the future, we should worry more about the future of this country. And so when conversations like this come up, consider the future of this country more than anything else. On this space, and I'm not saying here for you to clap for me, I have denied this. I have ignored, at least one of the easiest is gaming and betting platforms. Get it right. I'm a sport lover. If a sport content creator is endorsed a betting platform, he has no problem. But I have attracted a younger generation of people that believe in this country and believe in the future of this country. If I introduce sport betting or gaming platforms as part of the content I share with them, I have distorted a very important process of redefinition of what this country is. That is my understanding. it doesn't take. See, if I were going to be an average Nigerian creator, that is so much money coming to my account. It is going to be added to my retinue of income. But I chose because there is a battle for the soul of this country we must consider. I want you to ignore whatever sentiment you have for anybody. Are we battling for the soul? Will this Olodo uprising really help the future of this country? Let's be realistic. And like you heard now in that video, this engineering is being done by the enemies of this country. It is a neo-colonialism tactics to keep us at a benchmark so that we don't grow beyond the level. Let's consider the country more than anything else. Let's stop this selfishness.